Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this day. It is December 13th. Beautiful day out there. This is actually going to be the warmest day of the week. I'll tell you about the weather in just a moment. On our show today, we're going to get a recreation update from Brian Gruner, and he's also brought along from the Performing Arts Center, Marcia. What's your last name, Marcia? Garcia. And you'll get to meet her. It's the first time I met her this morning, so great to have her on along with Brian. Now from the Community Civic Association, Lisa Colavita will be here talking about an upcoming event, and that is going to be about CBD, and they're going to be having kind of a seminar about that. Also, Women's Connection, the Women's Christian Connection of Laguna Woods, and Chris Ramirez is here, and she's going to talk about their holiday event coming up in I think just a few days. And also we're going to get some of the latest headlines from the Globe. Now, as far as meetings go today, there are 3 meetings. And the first one, United Landscape Committee meeting and tour. They'll be meeting in the boardroom and then be taking a tour after that at 9 o'clock. If you live over in the Towers, at the Towers Key Club room today, the Mutual 50 will be having their annual meeting at 2:30. And then finally, United Resident Advisory will be meeting in the Sycamore room at 4 o'clock. Now let's tell you all about the weather. This is the warmest day of the week. We're going to be in the mid-70s today. I'd say anywhere from 72 to about 74 degrees. Going forward, a little bit of offshore breeze. In fact, in certain areas, it could be quite breezy. I don't think so much here. And as we move forward, we're going to see the temperatures go down a little bit more of those morning clouds. And I told you about the possibility of rain on Monday. That's still in the forecast. Primarily, this is a system dropping down from way up in Alaska, Northern California. So most of California, I would say, over the weekend, really from Central California up northward, will have rain on and off. And so as we get to Monday, there's a chance of light rain. Now, primarily, it looks like Southern California as a whole, Ventura County, Santa Barbara, maybe North LA County, and those areas, we'll get some rain up there. Orange County, we're looking at maybe 10%, but it is in the forecast for us. So we'll see how much we get, and as we've seen, that can change. Let's take a look around the area today. Gorgeous weather, and make note, Palm Springs 72, but out here we're warmer again because we're getting these offshore breezes. This is not a strong Santa Ana condition, but it is a Santa Ana condition, meaning as the winds come up over the local mountains, they slide down the mountains, they gain temperatures. And that's why our temperatures here are going to be a bit warmer than out in Palm Springs, which will only be 72. Our beaches are going to average, I'd say, about anywhere from about 68 to about 70, 71, meaning all the Orange County beaches. So I put 69 there. And then the background there is the Dana Point Boat Parade, and that will be going on this weekend again, Friday and Saturday. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
I just love that ring. Where'd you get it?
I got it at the jewelry box. I saw it on Facebook, and then I went in and bought it. They have the most unique, awesome pre-owned pieces for amazing prices.
The Jewelry Box of Lake Forest, voted best jewelry store in Orange County for 8 straight years, offering unmatched prices on fine jewelry and watches, refurbished to new condition.
Visit us in our store or shop our website for just arrived items.
The Jewelry Box. It's about trust.
When you travel with AAA, you get more than a vacation. You get exclusive AAA member benefits, special offers on unforgettable experiences, and the travel planning knowledge of your own AAA travel agent. When you travel with AAA, you get the vacation of your dreams. To save on a pleasant holidays vacation, visit your local AAA travel agent today.
Get out and live your life with the Buzz Around XL travel scooter from Golden. The Buzz Around is fun to drive with a tight indoor turning radius so you can go just about anywhere. It's also so easy to charge and offers all-day range so you can go further. The Buzz Around even has more leg and foot room for all-day driving comfort. Be safe with the XL's ultra-bright LED headlight. Plus, the Buzz Around XL can be easily taken apart into several lightweight pieces. See for yourself just how easy and affordable mobility freedom can be.
Welcome back. I have Brian Gruner and Marcia Garcia here with Recreation, and Marcia is the clubhouse assistant from Clubhouse 3. Welcome.
That's right.
4
Thank
months,
you.
right?
That's true.
Well, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
And glad you could join us as well. So you have a
Pleasure to be
lot of activities.
We do.
One,
We do.
unfortunately, is sold out.
Yes.
Okay.
That one is sold out, and that's the Christmas Day buffet dinner that we have over at Clubhouse 5. So that is sold out at this point.
Oh, that's too bad.
But we do have a waiting list, so you never know. It's
Okay.
worth getting on a waiting list and see what happens.
Okay, good, because we have been telling people about it here as often as we can. So I guess it worked, and you got all the people you needed. So
yeah, no, it's a very popular event, and
Okay.
it typically sells out.
Okay. Now, if, however, you've got one that's coming up this Sunday, December 16th. Tell me about that one.
Yeah, so that's our 'Tis the Season holiday show over at the Performing Arts Center.
Okay.
Ticket prices are $10 and $7, depending where you want to sit. And it's just a very lively entertainment type of performance with the whole holiday theme and singing. They're going to be reading some poetry and things like that. So it should be a lot of fun.
We had the old pros on, I think it was about a week ago, and they were talking about how it's going to be sort of an interactive thing, so the audience can participate as well, and like you said, they're going to have readings. Will you be there for this particular one? Because that's in the Performing Arts Center, right?
Oh, sure, yeah, and audiences that are there can expect to see a really diverse show. It'll be both funny with lots of laughable actions, but it'll be really serious too. There will be a resident who will be telling her true story of how she crossed the Pyrenees Mountains in the winter of 1942 to escape the Germans.
Oh, wow.
And there will also be a resident who will be telling their story of how they met Charles Dickens' grandson.
No kidding. Oh, that's really exciting. Oh, that's nice. Now, do you expect that to fill up? I mean, I guess they should get there early.
Well, we hope so. Tickets are still available. So, but yeah, hopefully we'll get a good turnout and people will really enjoy it.
Awesome, that sounds great. Well, you guys always do so many fun things. Now that's on Sunday, December 16th, and that starts at 2 p.m. What time will doors open for people?
Doors will open at 1:30.
Okay, perfect. All right, good. All right, super. And what else do you have coming up?
Well, the other thing is New Year's Eve, obviously. So we got a couple of things. We got the Rockin' New Year's over at Clubhouse 5.
Okay.
And that also is an event that typically sells out. And I believe it's $75 for the tickets, and that includes the dinner and the band and drinks and stuff like that.
Right. So yeah, that's a little but it's different than your
It's
New Year's
different
Eve,
than
the other
the
one.
performance at the Performing Arts Center, where we have legendary James Daring coming in.
Okay. Okay.
And we actually have a matinee starting at 3 o'clock. And the ticket prices are $20 and $25 for that.
Right.
And then at 7 p.m. we have the primary show, which is $30 and $40, with an option to upgrade to a VIP experience for an additional $20. And that's where you get to meet and greet. And we have a little VIP lounge area with some cocktail tables and drinks and hors d'oeuvres and things like that.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it should be a lot of fun.
So now the difference between the 3 p.m. show and the 7 p.m. show is that the 3 p.m. does not include appetizers and champagne.
That's
But
right.
the 7 p.m. show does.
Right.
Yes, and that's happening before the show, approximately 6 o'clock.
Okay.
So people probably want to show up between 5:30, 5:45 to get in and grab their champagne and their hors d'oeuvres.
Okay. All right, that sounds awesome. And then, like you said, you can additional $20 for VIP, and so you have a lounge where the whole band or the singer, or how does it work?
Well, the singer will be there, and then as well as the band. And space is limited, so we are limiting it to only, I believe, 100 people. So people want to, if they do want to have that meet and greet experience, then they need to, buy it soon.
And so now let's go back to the Rockin' New Year's Eve. So the difference between that is this is a performance where there'll be no dancing. It's basically
Right.
you're sitting in an audience watching the performance, correct?
Right.
Okay, but the Rockin' New Year's Eve one is more traditional.
It's more traditional. You
Okay.
come in with your friends, you have a good time, you dance, laugh, and you just wait until the ball drop and ring in the new year. So,
Okay.
and that goes until midnight.
I was going to say, okay.
Yeah, so that goes all the way through, midnight, and then
Okay.
you can welcome the new year in.
Perfect.
James Darren is the actual performance with James Darren is very interactive as well, where
Oh, okay.
there's going to be some video, and he's going to be storytelling. There's going to be lots of humor, so it's going to be very entertaining.
Okay. Now,
So-
does this one ever sell out, the New Year's Eve one?
We've gotten close in the
Okay.
past, but we've never actually had a name, a celebrity
Oh,
name
you
tied
haven't?
to the New
Oh.
Year's event. It was
Oh,
always
okay.
a cover band. So this should be a little bit different, and yeah, we're hopeful it's going to sell out. We'll find out.
Okay. Well, good.
So,
Well, we'll keep pushing it as best as we can for both events. I know we've been mentioning them every day, so hopefully you guys will get a good turnout on both of those. What else is going on? I mean, what does 2019 bring for us? Can you give us a preview?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. So right in February, we're going to have our Health and Wellness Expo coming up, and that's something that we're gearing towards right now, doing all the prep work and the contacts. And also we're going to be having a lunar festival on Chinese New Year, and we're working with the American Chinese Club and different other organizations within our community to bring something like that to them. So,
oh, that sounds
yeah,
great.
so right off the bat, in the beginning of the new year, we're going to have a couple of good events.
Good. And what do you like best about working here? It's only been a few months for you. What do you think?
One of my favorite parts is interacting with the residents. There's just so many different stories that come up. I love just learning about their background, learning about different eras in time, and just being able to serve the community is my favorite part, just being as helpful as I can be.
That's nice. And what's your background in?
My background is actually in theatrical production and design.
Oh.
So I was a stage manager for various live shows before coming on board here.
Oh my gosh, don't tell the old pros of the theater guild.
No,
They're
they're
going
trying
to
to
steal
steal
her
her.
away.
They already know.
I'm sure
Do they already know? Oh, for sure. Especially the one guy I had on the other day, Mark Bailey, who is the director of one of their performances, because he also has a similar background.
Right.
So, shh, don't tell anybody. Well, thank you both for being on. I appreciate it,
Lisa.
and
having
have a
us.
happy holiday.
All right, you too.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Okay, and don't forget, you guys better get on there and get those tickets, and you can always email recreation at recreation@vmsinc.org, right? Okay, I got it on there. All right, thanks. We'll be right back.
The holidays are here. Let Diane's Hallmark help you with all your gift-giving needs with a wide selection of gifts as well as Hallmark Christmas cards and ornaments. Diane's Hallmark can help you get into the holiday spirit. We also carry fine women's clothing, jewelry, and accessories. And don't forget that we carry Bibles, Christian books, and gifts as well. Come in today and see it all. Diane's Hallmark is located in the Walmart Shopping Center next to Hobby Lobby.
Did you know there are over 400,000 seniors in Orange County today? So where does a senior or family caregiver go for information and resources? You can turn to the Answers Guide, published by the Council on Aging Southern California. Answers is full of articles and resources to help you navigate the aging experience. You can pick up your free copy today at the clubhouse nearest you or at the Social Services Office. The Council on Aging, helping seniors remain healthy, connected, and protected.
At El Toro Pharmacy, your health needs and your quality of life is our top priority. We can be trusted with all your prescription needs, delivered free to your doorstep. Call us to have your prescription transferred. We will take care of everything. No hassle to you. We are a full-service pharmacy carrying all your over-the-counter medicines at competitive prices. And we offer complete diabetic care and your immunization requirements too. Under new management, come visit us in Moulton Plaza. El Toro Pharmacy will never be undersold, and we offer the finest after-sale services.
I just love that ring. Where'd you get it?
I got it at the jewelry box. I saw it on Facebook, and then I went in and bought it. They have the most unique, awesome pre-owned pieces for amazing prices.
The Jewelry Box of Lake Forest, voted best jewelry store in Orange County for 8 straight years, offering unmatched prices on fine jewelry and watches, refurbished to new condition.
Visit us in our store or shop our website for just arrived items.
The Jewelry Box. It's about trust.
Well, from the Community Civic Association, I would like to welcome Lisa Colavita. And today you were talking about this holiday market that's coming up, and it's really, you're going to have people on hand to talk about CBD.
Yes.
And we've been hearing about this a lot lately. And so you guys are putting this on. We have the information on the screen. So tell me what this is all going to be about.
So it's going to be in Clubhouse 7, and what it is, we're going to have about somewhere between 20 and 35 vendors, and with just displaying and having education and information about CBD, all different types of vendors there. And we're having it be, it's going to be a wellness expo, so we'll have some speakers, and we're having it Christmas themed, holiday themed. So each of the vendors will be, we'll have like candy cane or gingerbread theme, and we're really excited because we have entertainment, we have singers and food. And we hope that people will come by and see these vendors and learn about their CBD products. And some of the speakers will be talking about you know, how they've found success in their using CBD. Some of them will be hospice-based, some will be recreational. It'll be all different types of vendors.
Okay, so for this event then, 11:30 to 4, people can kind of come and go, or are you going to have speakers at certain times?
Oh no, they'll be on and off. They'll be coming and going. It's much more casual. It's there'll be people, you know, giving. There'll be a raffle and giveaways. And it'll be really just talking and finding information and enjoying the music and learning more about CBD. We are having a few physicians there. There's going to be a CBD Physicians Advisory Board. There's this Physician CBD Council that's made up of about 9 Memorial Care doctors. Neomedic were invited. They've told us that they're tentative, but they're hoping they can come, which is the new clinic that is here doing clinical trials with cannabis and CBD. But we're really excited because we have a huge following here with the cannabis and CBD here in Laguna Woods Village. And we were actually asked to host this by a couple of people because we're one of the people that were talking about the facts from UCLA and what was being available as far as the studies on CBD as an alternative choice.
All right, and as far as the CBD, I know what we have learned a little bit is, I think it's, at least I know one of the companies, it's all hemp-based.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, which is different from...
It is. Right. And often it's used for topical use or... Pain
management, topical,
yeah, things like that.
Arthritis, inflammation.
Right.
I really find that there's the CBD and the cannabidiol system was sort of, it's known for a long time. I learned a lot about it yesterday in particular, but the council, the Physician CBD Council, on their website, you can learn how it's used for anxiety, pain management, and that's what I was surprised. I didn't know of all this information.
Yeah. And it still has a, you know, for a lot of people, a big stigma.
It sure does.
And, you know, as an example, was we had one of the companies on a while back, and my wife occasionally has arthritis. So the guy said, "Oh, why don't you try this?" And you know, I took it home. She's going, "What do you want me to get high? You want me to, you know?" So it still has that, and it has a long way to go to get over that. And plus, with these initial studies being done to see what really works, what doesn't, what it can be used for, and not, because right now there's a lot of claims, oh, it can do this and that and this and that, but
and that's where the THC is the psychoactive component, and that is CBD does not have THC.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And that's why but there are uses for THC. We are seeing more and more of that, but the CBD for without the THC is. That there is some information that you should look into. And it's practice-based, not evidence-based, like we discussed before, because the data that's there is still, I think, in the preliminary stages, more or less. That's my, but they're encouraging doctors to listen to their patients, take the information, send it try to track it, because if you're having relief for pain and you're using this, well, your doctor should know. Everybody should tell their doctor what they're using. And hopefully they can, you know, share that information with other people so they can have relief if the product is appropriate for them.
Yeah,
you know?
Very good.
So
this is December 20th.
December 20th, yeah.
And is that a Thursday?
Yes, it is.
I think it is a Thursday, yes.
X7, Clubhouse 7.
Clubhouse 7, 11:30 till 4 p.m. and drop in and you'll meet some folks, talk to them. They'll have some raffles and things going on there,
some
right?
Food, get giveaways, and it's going to be all music and fun. We'll have Santa there. Santa will be singing.
No brownies, though, right?
No brownies, no. Nothing being no. Come on down, Ken.
All right, yes, but they'll have some candy canes and gingerbread
all
and
sorts
all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
That's going to be our theme part base. Is going to be holiday, Christmas holiday.
All right, good to see you.
You as well.
Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. And make sure to go to that and find out more information. December 20th. We'll be right back.
This is a homage beat.
As I age, I realize that time is as important as my health. I have chronic health issues, and I want to make sure that I am in control of how I take my prescription medication. Before, I had to deal with the insurance companies. I had to take care of my refills. I had to go to the pharmacy, parcel out the doses when I got home. That all changed when I discovered AmeriPharma's MedBox. Now, all my medications are conveniently packaged and delivered right to my door. What MedBox does, it sorts these and puts them into an easy-tear packet, all conveniently labeled by time, and I never miss a dose. MedBox makes it simple to take the right medication at the right time, and the service is free. I feel healthier and happier. This is the pharmacy of the future.
Hi, I'm Brian Rott, President and CEO of Cartmart here in Laguna Woods. My family's been in the golf cart business since 1959, and we win our customers over with the simple belief of we treat you right. We are proud to be the authorized dealer for Club Cart here in Orange County and your go-to source for the sales and service to other major brands. We're conveniently located on El Toro Road, just minutes from Laguna Woods. So come by and see for yourself, while when doing business with Cartmart, there's no reason to go anywhere else.
Maxi Comfort from Golden is the most comfortable lift recliner in the world. Its patented technology glides smoothly into a variety of positions not found on most recliners. Everyone loves the programmable auto-drive control. You can lift and recline, watch TV or sleep, and enjoy the feeling of weightlessness in zero gravity. Made by American workers and backed by the industry's best warranties. Feel relaxed in a Maxi Comfort lift recliner. Contact your local Golden retailer today.
Well, I'd like to welcome today Chris Ramirez, and she is from the Laguna Woods Christian Women's Connection. They're going to be having a buffet lunch coming up, and great to meet you. I haven't met you before.
No, thank you.
It's great
nice
to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And first of all, tell us about, we've had some guests on from the Christian Women's Connection, but tell me about it in general.
Well, and I'm glad I get to be another representative of our local group. Women's Connection is a group of non-denominational women with Christian background who come together, and we try to encourage and embrace women of all faiths to come and be a part of our luncheon venue here at our local Laguna Woods Clubhouse 7.
Yes.
I always get a little confused. The Clubhouse 7, and it's the gate that's easy accessible, the public access, if you would. We have an article in the Globe newspaper in this community, and people that read it pretty well will always be finding that particular article once or twice a month, which invites all of the residents here in this community as well as the non-residential area. It's open to the public, basically. And It's a beautiful venue, and we always have a delightful program. And so this is another invitation to come to this month's Merry Christmas Buffet Luncheon, which is this next Tuesday.
Now, has the Women's Connection become a little bit more active in the village? Because I've noticed that. They first came on, I don't know, several months ago during the summer, and at the time it was the first I had heard about it, and I've been here for a long time. So they just become more active?
I think we're just using media.
Okay.
We're having accessibility to media, which is a wonderful thing. And I have to say, as myself, I've only been aware of the Women's Connection group for the past 4 years. And before that, I think it was known as Christian Women's Club, perhaps.
Okay.
And so some of the dynamics of the titling probably has given it a little different response in the community, and the idea that we can come onto this particular channel 6 and share
it's great to have you
and
here.
invite people to come. The women, it is a women's group. However, this particular month it's going to be co-ed, and usually about twice a year the luncheon events are co-ed. So we're inviting the men to come this time as well.
That'll be very nice, and you're going to have Dickens carolers there and a guest speaker, David Hughes. And tell me about that gentleman.
He has a business background. He is a gentleman, a businessman who has, I guess, been around the world. And I'm just going to read the little title here. It's called The Gift of Life in Unexpected Places. As our speaker, that's what he's going to be embracing as his theme in his comments. So it's always fun to hear what our speakers come up with. They usually take a message from their own life and then incorporate that into their sharing. But and then also the singers are young people, a young group that come in costume, representing that era.
That's always fun.
It is fun, and I've certainly seen a lot of groups over the years, but this group will be new to me, so I'm really looking forward to it. Music is very much a part of our venue at these luncheon events, and it's always festive and just kind of gets us in the spirit of things. So when we say that our event this time is called Merry Christmas Luncheon Buffet, so we're going to enjoy hearing from them.
Well, music's always been kind of a part of fellowships,
Absolutely.
and, you know, irregardless of what faith it might be.
True.
Music's always been
True.
woven in to whatever it is, and it's kind of nice, of course, very appropriate for this time of the year.
It certainly is.
And it'll be a lot of fun. And I want to ask, it's $14, but reservations are essential because I know space is limited.
You know, we always encourage...
And you need to know what to plan for.
Yes, we need to have some numbers. And usually the Friday before the event is what we try to use as our cutoff date, which will be tomorrow. So this is a little bit short notice for this particular month.
Okay.
But we always take late call-ins, and even if people, our guests, decide that they can come at the last minute, walk-ins are always welcome.
Okay.
So ladies and your gentlemen friends, come on. But we'd love to hear from you before or by tomorrow. And if something changes and you can get here into the next week, do let one of our contact people know.
Okay, and the numbers are on the screen.
Yes,
you can call Rosalie at 661-910-0859 or Barbie at 908-295-4110. And I do want to mention that if you forget those numbers, if you go on the club pages of the Laguna Woods Village website, you'll get contacts from there.
There might be one more number that's not showing here that I could just
go ahead.
Give out. And that would be B. Barang, and her number is 949 locally, 463-7797. So she could be a contact person also. Okay.
All right, very good. I want to thank you for coming on.
Absolutely.
This is going to be a lot of fun, and I know we'll see somebody from the Christian Women's Connection probably next month as well.
Yes, probably you will. And it's a delight to be here and be able to share again with the community and let them know more about us. And we want everybody to be able to come and just enjoy a special time getting to know other women, this time other women and men. So
all right.
Very special.
A pleasure.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
one choice for wood flooring and more is LA Carpet.
Now during their 2-day sale, visit their showroom now and get 65% off wood flooring, laminate, and waterproof flooring.
Plus, get 5-year, 0% financing.
#1 for you.
Hi, I'm John Bowser Bauman. You probably know me best as Bowser from Sha Na Na, but I'm also president of Social Security Works PAC. And you know, when I'm in Laguna Woods, I always watch Village Television. Grease for peace.
Welcome back. Jennifer Carmarker is here to tell us all of the latest and greatest in the globe. So what do you have for us today?
Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning.
Well, as usual, we have a paper packed full of news and events. On our cover today, we invite people to come here to the community center and see the wonderful decorations. For the first year that I can remember, and I've been here seven holiday seasons.
Wow.
We have a beautiful Christmas tree, a 12-foot Christmas tree here in the lobby. There's also a glittering Hanukkah display.
She did such a good job on that Hanukkah display. I really like it.
Just stunning. And then over a little bit farther down the hall, a cute little fireplace with stockings hung by the chimney with care. So it's really
she
done
does
well.
a good job. Every holiday, she's always just, or I shouldn't say she because I'm sure it's a team of people, but yeah, every holiday they do such a nice job.
Yes,
so
they
it's very
do.
welcoming in here.
It's very welcoming, so we invite people to come on down to the community center and stop in and see us here in the Globe office on the first floor, pick up a newspaper and say hi.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And we just showed you all the cute little pictures there of some of our employees.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
Good job. That's nice.
Yeah. So in other news, we have a recap of the United Mutual meeting that was held on Tuesday. And one of the things that they talked about was a proposal to increase fees for delinquent assessment payers. And it actually split the board 5-5, and the vote sent the resolution back to the Staff and Finance Committee. Revisions to the payment plan, a voluntary agreement provided per member request, would initiate a monthly charge for the interest at the rate of 10% per annum and introduce an administrative fee of $25 per month. That was the proposal. However, some on the board agreed that the month-to-month fees were steep and the wording unclear and the penalty too harsh. As it stands now, any member unable to pay regular assessments is entitled to make a written request for a payment plan to the board, which considers the request on a case-by-case basis. So that didn't pass. It has gone back to the committee for kind of further revision and clarity.
Okay.
So that'll come back at some point in the future.
Okay.
The board did have no issue approving a resolution that would implement a new payment plan agreement, charging an administrative fee of $25 per month in addition to interest for unpaid monetary penalties, fees, and chargeable services. So different from assessments, chargeable services. Much like delinquency in assessment payments, requests for a payment plan are approved or denied on a case-by-case basis after review by the board. The board passed the resolution upon first reading 8-2. It must satisfy a 30-day notification, and it will come back to the board at the February meeting. Now, we do have this wonderful article by Brooke Becker about safe driving here in the village.
Oh, and I know that security is always talking about that. We've even done a few videos here and there about how you should drive safely in a golf cart or in a car.
Yes, absolutely, and they are working on some initiatives.
Okay.
So as gift-bearing guests pile into Laguna Woods Village for the holidays, Security Director Tim Moy advises residents take extra precautions, given the uptick in cars on the road and the stress of the season. Moy said this is the one time of the year when you need to be extra careful driving on the roadways. A lot of guests are coming in, guests that may not necessarily be used to seeing golf carts on the roadways. They may be looking at addresses and not necessarily at the road. Moy noted that people tend to be a little bit more in a rush, whether pulling out too quickly in a parking lot after shopping or running late to a gathering. But accidents do happen year-round, he noted. Year-to-date, there have been 167 reported traffic collision accidents here in the village. It's actually down from 177 last year.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So things are improving.
All right.
23 of the violations were hit and runs, 130 resulted in non-injuries, and 12 resulted in injuries. Several changes have been made mutual-wide to encourage and enforce safe driving standards. This year, Laguna Woods Security Division welcomed a community service officer who primarily deals with contractor vehicle parking violations. Moy said he is currently writing a staff report to recruit a traffic engineer. That traffic engineer will consider changes to a couple of intersections per resident request.
Okay.
And Moy said that his department will be launching a golf cart safety video later this month featuring GRF Director and Chairman of the Mobility and Vehicles Committee, Ray Gross.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so it'll probably be shown here on
Yeah,
TV6.
I would imagine we'll do that.
I would imagine.
Good.
So that's what's going on in the
that.
safety, yeah. We also have our health columnist, Amy Osmond-Cook, and she tells us in today's Globe how to eat healthy even when we are on the go and don't have time to prepare our own meals.
Okay.
Amy writes, even when your life is hectic, eating healthy does not have to be a lost cause. With the right preparation and effort, you can make good food choices that will help fuel your busy lifestyle. And Amy's #1 tip, don't skip breakfast.
Oh,
Yes,
okay. 'Cause
yes.
I know we probably do too much, especially when you have to go get up really early to be somewhere.
That early meeting or or shopping, you know, this time of year. So
they open at 7.
Yeah, right. So Amy writes, research indicates that people who skip breakfast have a higher risk of being overweight. It is also hard to make up for those lost nutrients during the day. So instead of skipping the meal when you're in a rush, choose a fast, filling breakfast that will help you have energy and concentration during the day. And she recommends nutrient-rich options like Greek yogurt, oatmeal, whole wheat toast or bagels, cut fruits, or a fruit smoothie.
Oh, okay, good.
Nutrition on the go.
Yeah, as long as it lasts a long time, because I eat at 6:30 in the morning, and then by the time 9:30 rolls around, I'm kind of hungry.
I'm right there with you, sister.
So right after this, we're going to have food.
We're going. So now we come to our favorite part, our letters of the editor, and I'm happy to report we are getting more letters. For a few weeks there, they were just kind of dribbling in here and there, but they're starting to be a little bit more frequent. So this week's letters include praise for the Thanksgiving dinner at Clubhouse 5, an update on the non-toxic Laguna Woods project, a request for more trash cans at Pool 1, and this letter from Jeannie Bray, who is warning residents to be on guard for coyotes.
Oh.
Yes. Jeannie writes, an incident occurred while waiting for a plan-a-ride taxi. It was 2:30 in the afternoon, just a few yards from her front door, not Jeannie's, but another woman. Suddenly, she heard people screaming, "Get inside, there are 2 coyotes approaching you." Before she could react, the taxi pulled up and hurried her into his vehicle. Immediately, she voice dialed Laguna Woods Security and Animal Control Services to report the incidents. Fortunately, she had both numbers saved in her phone. That's smart.
That was super smart.
That is a very, very good tip. Jeannie writes that the purpose of sharing this woman's story is to increase awareness of coyote threat here in the village and to stress the importance of reporting all sightings, day or night. The goal is to ensure the safety of everyone, including our pets.
Yeah, that's amazing that they're so close.
Yes.
It's so brazen, you know.
They're very brazen.
Yeah, frightening, frightening. Well, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
And we will see you next week.
Okay, let's go get breakfast.
Let's go get breakfast. And if you would like a copy of the Globe, you can always go to Community Services Building on the 1st floor. First, check out all the beautiful decorations. And secondarily, you can get a Globe at 8 a.m. on Thursday. We'll be right back.
Get out and live your life with the Buzz Around XL travel scooter from Golden. The Buzz Around is fun to drive with a tight indoor turning radius so you can go just about anywhere. It's also so easy to charge and offers all-day range so you can go further. The Buzz Around even has more leg and foot room for all-day driving comfort. Be safe with the XL's ultra-bright LED headlight. Plus, the Buzz Around XL can be easily taken apart into several lightweight pieces. See for yourself just how easy and affordable mobility freedom can be.
If you have Medicare, you got to get Alignment Health Plan's Black Card. It's a member-only benefit, unlike anything I've ever seen, giving you access to one-on-one health support any time of day or night. Need to schedule an appointment or need a ride there? They'll take care of it. Now you can talk to a doctor 24 hours a day. Call them and get a card of your own, and all the benefits you deserve, too.
The American Legion. We're a powerful force for the nation. We're the largest veteran service organization in the nation, with 2.5 million members. And when you add to that the American Legion Auxiliary and the Sons of the American Legion, we have a family of 4 million members, working hard every day for our veterans, our youth, and our communities. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
Hi, I'm Tim Moy. I'm your Chief of Security for Laguna Woods Village. I'm with Ray Gross, who serves on the GRF board and is also the chairman of the traffic hearing, which convenes monthly. Hey, today we're talking about golf cart safety. We've got about 1,300 golf carts in the village, and you can see the one that's behind us now. But there's actually a difference between golf carts and golf cars, and there are two, and the Department of Motor Vehicles describes both very specifically. We'd like to cover a few safety tips when operating a golf cart, and this applies to both golf cart drivers and other residents because you're going to be sharing the road within the village.
Since it's unique in this village, you have to understand when and where you can drive a golf cart. And remember, the speed limit is 15 miles an hour, and that's inside the village, not on the main street. Weight of less than 1,300 pounds, no license is required. Any non-resident operating a golf cart must be at least 16 years old and accompanied by a resident. Cannot be driven on roadway outside the village except crossing intersections.
For a golf car, the maximum speed is 25 miles an hour. Its weight must be less than 3,000 pounds. A driver's license is required, and a golf cart is not allowed on the golf course. Now remember, both a golf cart and a golf car must be registered with Resident Services. Each golf cart must now display a golf cart decal, and that will go on the left front windshield. If you're using shared electricity, for United, you will have the yellow, and for Third, the green, and that will go on the right rear bumper. Since golf carts share the road with other larger vehicles, such as delivery trucks, larger platform vehicles, it's very important to become a defensive driver and be aware of a few basic safety tips to ensure your safety. Many guests and non-residents can get a little turned around in the village, I think you all know that, and may be looking at street signs, cul-de-sacs, and addresses, and are not necessarily looking at the roadway. So when I use the term defensive driver, I'm emphasizing the need to be alert of your surroundings and assume that those on the road don't necessarily see you. A defensive driver will show extra caution. They will pause before entering an intersection, make eye contact if possible, and take turns slow.
Since it's unique in this village, you have to understand when and where you can drive a golf cart. Just like driving in a vehicle, you must obey all posted signs, especially stop signs. Our traffic teams closely monitor the stop signs, and for good reason. We've got a load of vehicles, bicyclists, walkers, and of course golf carts are on the road. The maximum speed on private roadways is 25 miles per hour. Maximum speed in cul-de-sacs and driveways is 15 miles per hour.
Talking on a cell phone while operating a golf cart is prohibited. Do not drive on sidewalks. Do not cut through on grassy areas. Yield to pedestrians. Outside the village, stay on designated sidewalks authorizing golf cart use. Do not drive golf carts on roadways unless crossing in an intersection controlled by traffic signals and crosswalks.
Do not drive in a bike lane or a vehicle lane outside the community.
If your golf cart is equipped with seat belts, please use them. Seatbelts save lives.
Never drive intoxicated or under the influence of medication. Very dangerous. The rules of driving under the influence are the same in golf carts as motor vehicles.
Slow down and use extreme caution during turns, blind corners, parking lots, and intersections, or even exiting a cul-de-sac. Assume the other driver cannot see you. When cresting a hill or driving in the early morning hours or late afternoon, it is important to keep in mind that glare may create poor visibility for yourself or others on the road. Once again, it's more difficult to see a smaller vehicle.
Drivers and passengers should keep all limbs within the inside of the vehicle. While vehicle is in motion, except when signaling a turn. And remember, you have to drive only as fast as conditions allow. If it's raining, for instance, it could be quite slippery. Be very, very careful. If there are other vehicles in your way, slow down. Reduce speed when driving down hills, making turns during inclement weather, wet roadways, or when visibility is limited.
The City of Laguna Woods has published a map of the areas where golf carts are allowed to drive on sidewalks outside the village. Now, this map is very helpful for residents who are new to the community or who have recently purchased a golf cart. But just as a reminder, golf carts are not allowed to drive anywhere on the roadways of El Toro, Moulton, Paseo de Valencia, or Santa Maria. If you look at this map, you'll see the thick blue lines are sidewalks designated for golf cart use. On El Toro Road between Gate 7 and the horse stables entrance. On El Toro Road east of Moulton by City Hall and to Mother's Market. On Santa Maria between Gate 7 up to Moulton and south to Gate 16. This map also provides arrows for where you can cross at marked intersections. Those are identified by purple arrows. For those living within United Mutual and use gates 1, 2, 3, and 4, you can drive your golf carts across Moulton to Via Campo Verde, drive up and around by the service center, down the roadway past the horse stables, and then use the sidewalk on El Toro to gain access to the Stater Brothers Shopping Center, or use an intersection to access Gate 7, or even the community center. Using the map as a guide provides you access to the entire community and nearby stores.
When parked, keep your charger at least 6 inches off the ground and never leave your extension cord unattended. If you have any other questions about golf cart safety, please give us a call at Security 580-1400. And remember, let's be safe out there.
Are you looking for a better way to manage your medication? MedBox by AmeriPharma has redefined the pharmacy experience. No more pill organizers and vials. When we fill your prescriptions, you get all your medications conveniently packaged by the dose and delivered to your door at no additional cost. This means no change in insurance, copays, or out-of-pocket expenses. Call our specialists today and discover the new way of pharmacy. MedBox by AmeriPharma.
Do you hear but not understand? I have good news for you. A proprietary system for verifying hearing correction, Verified Best Speech Clarity, is now available through the All-American Hearing Network. This means hearing improvement can now be verified and documented. Your individual hearing correction is guaranteed in writing. Call today to reserve your complimentary private consultation and experience word clarity dialed back into focus on the spot. Try AMP, the world's smallest hearing aid at an unbelievably small price, just $750. It's ready to go in one visit, comfortable to wear, and virtually invisible when worn. Yes, you can now have verified best speech clarity. Hear every word. Call today to reserve your complimentary private consultation and experience word clarity dialed back into focus on the spot, risk-free.
just looking at Ken's Christmas decorations,
Yes.
and he's very handy. It looks cute at your house. Nice job.
Thank you. Not
we'll have
overly
to show you
done,
some
but
pictures next
yeah.
time. Well, speaking of Christmas lights, this weekend is the Dana Point Harbor Boat Parade, and both Ken and I are going to be judges on Saturday night. So make sure you guys come on down and check that out. It starts at 7 p.m., but get there early because parking does fill up quickly.
Yeah, and it is really great, and they have their lights throughout December, so if you can't get down there for the weekend, all the lights will be there.
Yes, it's beautiful.
It really is. They do a spectacular job.
They
I mean,
get you in that spirit
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, it's amazing. A lot of effort goes into that by all the merchants.
Absolutely.
So our movie coming up on Friday is classic, The Life and Times of Judge Roy Bean, going back to 1972. So a very young Paul Newman is in this.
Yes, very young.
And what he's a former outlaw in Vingaroon, Texas, which is the west part of Texas that is lawless at the time. And he appoints himself the judge for the region and dispenses his brand of justice as he sees fit. And he sets himself up as the sole arbitrator of the law in a small town. And the town prospers as the judge robs and hangs anyone with money that comes through it. But his haven becomes less secure when his Mexican companion dies and the townsfolk begin to turn against him. John Huston, by the way, is the director, and of course John Huston noted for all his westerns that he did. I think he did the great Stagecoach and a lot of John Wayne movies. And this stars Ava Gardner as well, and Roy Jensen. A lot of people are in this you'll recognize. You may not know their names, but you'll certainly recognize them from the era.
What is that?
I don't know. It's a very, you know what's funny about this movie, made in 1972, although it's supposed to take place like in 1872.
Right.
However, the look and feel of it is very 1970s. You could tell by some of the hairstyles and things like that back then.
It looks hysterical.
Yeah.
But it does
It
say it's a comedy.
Yeah.
So I can certainly tell that it is. Okay,
It looks fun, though.
Far different from the 1972 movie. We have on Monday Mission Impossible Fallout, and that is starring Tom Cruise, and that is a action adventure thriller, which is a kind of a pickup from all the other Mission Impossibles, where we have Ethan Hunt, should he take the mission, and his IMF team, along with some familiar allies, race against time after a mission gone wrong. Ethan and team take on their most impossible mission yet, eradicating the Syndicate, an international rogue organization as highly skilled as they are, committed to destroying the IMF. And of course it stars Tom Cruise, Henry Cavill, Ving Rhames, and then also Alec Baldwin is the guy that oversees all the IMF. And it's very fun, very action-packed, of course. Lots of motorcycle chasing and stunts, all done by Tom Cruise. He broke his foot in the movie. He jumped out of a plane like 25 times to try and get the absolute perfect shot. Could you jump out of a plane?
No.
I don't think I could either. It would be quite scary, but maybe someday when I really
It'll
feel
be
brave.
it's a good movie.
It's a great movie. It's very fun. And that's on Monday, December 17th at 2 and 6 p.m.
And I think, is it right now, he is in the process of filming Top Gun.
Top Gun 2. I think it's filming down at the Navy,
Navy
Miramar,
base
in, no, I don't think it's at Miramar.
Oh, it's not at
Maybe
Miramar.
they're going to do something at Miramar.
I can't
but it's a
wait for
Navy
that
base.
one.
Oh, yeah, well, me neither.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right, so we have, what do you have?
I want to give, this was given to me from the Social Security Administration. And they wanted to send out a bulletin about a scam call alert. The way this came about is I got a call the other day, a 1-800 number call. I normally do not answer calls, but I know that every other Monday I get a call from our water delivery service. It's an automated call that tells you, oh, your water will be delivered, set out your empties and all that. And if you don't answer it, they'll call back because they want to make sure. So I answered it thinking that was them. It wasn't. It was some scam, some robocall saying your benefits are going to end unless you do this and this and that. I don't have any benefits at this point. However, this is a known problem. So Jeffrey Rodriguez sent me this fraud alert and wants to let you know that the Social Security will never call you unless you enact a call, meaning they will, as he said, we will send you out a letter first or an email saying we will call you on this date and time. Okay. However, I also got an email about your end of year Social Security statement that was true. That was right.
Wow, so confusing.
Yeah, so I asked him about that as one. He goes, no, we do that. I sent him, I forwarded it to him. He goes, that's our number, that's real. The scam call is not real.
Right. Well, there's so many different things out there for sure this time of year, so be very careful.
Yeah, definitely.
You gotta be careful.
All right, wanted to tell you that real quick because I think that's really important.
Super
this
important.
end of the year, this is when they're going to start doing that.
They're going to do it. Okay, unfortunately, the holiday buffet that they're having on December 25th is sold out, so we apologize. They do have a waiting list though, so if you wanted to call them and get on the waiting list, you can do that. And that is recreation@vmsinc.org. And they also have 'Tis the Season, which is something you can go to this weekend on Sunday, December 16th. Earlier in our program, we had Recreation Department on, and they told us all about all of their fun events. So
yeah, very good. And we should have some good weather this weekend. As I told you, a chance of a little bit of rain coming in on Monday. That's more of a drizzle. It is a possibility though, because there is a system that will be hitting northern and central California, but our weekend is going to be really nice, as you can see. Really going forward, we're going to have some really nice weather. Again, maybe a chance of light rain Monday morning, but 10% at this point for this area. Northern LA County, Ventura, it's more like 50%, but for us. Here we are, the temps for today around the area, and real nice, beautiful everywhere you go. There's a background photo of one of the boats in the, boat parade.
It's going to be fun.
There you are.
All right, tomorrow we have the United Update. We have the Mayor, Carol Moore, here with us, Sterling Financial, and then the Saddleback Medical Center. Have a great day in the Village, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.